Welcome to the Global Influence. I am joined by our co-host, Riley. And tonight we're going to be unpacking youth in business, and particularly about how much opportunities have been popping up recently due to so many different things through the wonders of stuff like AI, social media, and all different things. How young people are in a space where they're taking over different industries, and it's so cool to see. Um, I still believe in getting so much wisdom from our elders, and also seeing young people shine is truly exciting, and it's popping up more and more. So Riley and I are just going to have an unpack of that today, and trust through exploring this, there'll be cool business ideas that we discuss, cool ways we can do things, and that we can learn from this. And even for the youth that might be considering sitting on the sidelines saying, hey, could I run my own business? Could I be like all these guys that are on TikTok doing cool things? Can I jump in the river too and have a go? We're going to be exploring that tonight, so stay tuned. So, Riley, I want to know, introduce yourself to the audience. When did you start running your own business?
Yeah, so I'm Riley. I've started my first business when I was 16, selling leather polish that I made from all
Yeah,
natural
I remember
ingredients
that.
at market stalls and places alike, like just knocking doors and stuff like that. And then that evolved into me starting up an actual fully fledged property maintenance business. So I got into more service based away from the product selling. And then, um, yeah, ended that off. And now I'm getting into helping those service based owners with more of their back end systems and technical side of things.
Yeah, hell yeah. So you've been through the ringer on the front end and now you're really supporting from the back end.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just sort of saw gaps when I was running the business that the other property maintenance and service based business owners are also struggling with, and being able to come in and fill in those gaps is really beneficial. And yeah, it's
Good on
it's
you. Hell
helps
yeah.
everyone out.
Yeah, nice, nice. And 16 years old, that's early, early to the game. And I know you had different ideas before that and trying different things even from a younger age too, which has been really, really cool. But I remember the leather, the polish business really, really picked up. And so I'm curious to know, what have you noticed being a young person in the industry of becoming an entrepreneur? What was what was different about how you saw approaching life than what maybe the mainstream do?
Um, well, for me, I always struggled with authority in school, and having to sort of work for the man, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, it just didn't sit well with me. Having someone tell me when I have to rock up somewhere, have to leave somewhere, I can only earn this per hour and be capped
Bit of
at
a
that.
rebel. Bit of a rebel.
Yeah, yeah. So I like to find my own way
Mm,
and not be capped by an hourly rate or someone controlling my day to day.
mm, mm. And so that would have definitely put you in a position where running your own business, doing things on your own terms was certainly a match for you.
100%, yeah. Just time freedom, financial opportunity to essentially you can go to work at a 9 to 5 and you can be the best worker there, but you're still getting paid the same rate as the worst worker. Um, for me, the more effort I put in, the more result I want to see out of that. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
nice. Nice. And I relate with that too as a school dropout. And you got through it, so go you. But I just couldn't do it. I
Yeah,
was like, nah, I'm learning more from these guys on YouTube how to rock and roll. I'd literally just sit in the library. They'd be like, Harry, you need to come to maths and English. I'd be like, nah. This YouTube video
yeah.
is sick. But it's like, no, it's just, I had a similar feeling where it's just like, I didn't want to. I didn't want to go to these classes where I just felt like I wasn't learning what I needed to. And yeah, I more gravitated towards connecting with people that, yeah, were doing things differently. And I think, yeah, for other people that want to rock out in school, do as they're told, and show up like that, like I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But it's just like for a lot of people, they can lose their autonomy. Hey,
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. And you start to get into this routine because like I have worked jobs. I've started a retail position at Kmart when I was 15. Did a bit of precast concreting for a couple of years, factory work. And I found myself getting into a routine and living a life that I just wasn't happy with.
mm,
Early starts, late finishes, um, travel like to and from, working with people that weren't always the best people. Yeah, just multiple
you don't
factors
have a
at
choice
play
in
that
that.
just
You've got to work with them. Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can go to your boss and say, "Hey, this person," but then you're the snitch on the crew, so you get a bad stigma.
Yeah, it doesn't help
So yeah,
morale. Yeah.
no, no. But yeah, I guess it's just a choice. At the end of the day, I always sort of felt that this isn't the routine that I want to be living. It's not how I want to be. Life's too short to sort of wake up when you're 40 and go, oh shit, I'm not happy with how I've lived the last 20 years. I'd rather get the jump on it, when I'm 20. So by the time I'm 40, I can sit back and go, oh, last 20 years has been good.
Yeah, I feel you, and I've worked
Yeah,
my ass off. I was watching Grant Cardone talk about yesterday. He said, no one, like, people underestimate how important it is to enjoy the journey to your first $1 billion. Because once you
yeah,
get that first billion, you can't get that back. It's so much easier
no.
to go from the first billion to the second billion or a million, whatever's your
Success is
reference
all
point.
about the journey. Yeah,
Yeah. And it's to really love it. And there's obviously, it's not like every day is fucking rainbows. It's like, oh, yay.
no,
There's some tough days, but it's like, I really appreciate that at the same time because after getting success, when you have $10,000, $20,000, $100,000 in your bank account, it's awesome. It feels so good. It's so exciting. You feel richer than you ever have, but you start to kind of chill a bit. There's a chillness that can kick in of maybe not going as hard or being as hungry for it. And you still can be hungry. It's just like some ease kicks in because that's when you're battling for it day after day, going after it. There's such a thrill. And I think he's really helping everyone remember that wherever you're at, kick into that energy. And so I want to
100%. Yeah.
I want to ask you something. Like, what have you seen some young guys out there, young guys, young women doing at the moment to really make a mark on the world and get into entrepreneurship early? What have you seen? What have you noticed?
Um, well, I guess it's just that drive for wanting more. In today's age, it's so common now. Everyone sort of knows this 9 to 5 rat race and save, save, save until you can buy a home, and it's just not necessarily the way that it's going anymore because of inflation and longer hours, housing crisis, especially in Australia.
An
So
opportunity too. It's like,
I think it's
why do I
yeah,
want to spend
opportunities.
80 hours working for him when I
Exactly.
can do something
Yeah,
else?
yeah, and technology now it's never been bigger, especially with this new introduction of AI and all these little agents that you can get running in the background. You can have a 10-man team for $100 a month. So
Damn right. Damn
yeah,
right.
I think also the younger generation having gone through schooling with a lot more technology based learning
Yeah.
ecosystem. So
Private
like we
school
had the
shit
old
I had.
textbook and the
MacBook.
blackboard. and these guys are running iPads and Chromebooks everywhere. So I think having grown up with more technology and seeing that evolve, they're seeing these opportunities and taking action on it.
Yeah, exactly right. We're exposed to the so easily. Like I can't remember when I first was on a computer, it was like 4 or 5 years old, getting into it. And there's these
Yeah,
business owners. It's interesting. I was speaking to a lady the other day who was saying, "Oh, yeah, you don't need social media." And it's relatively true. You don't need it to succeed. Your relationship skills and I like to say high touch skills are still such a powerful skill. But depending on where you want to go, the scale of where you're going to go, you need to know this digital world. And it's so beneficial too with the ease that AI is creating. It's huge. And so like social media alone has really inspired me to see these guys that service-based businesses going out there, recording what they do, and getting thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of views on just doing the job that they do.
yeah,
It's huge.
yeah, no, 100%. And that's a, the um, I think now a lot more people are catching on, so it's sort of easier than ever to build these communities and get these followers behind you, and with content and social media. Although I agree, you don't need to have it. It does play a massive role in building your following and getting those people behind your brand or product or service or whatever you're offering.
And if you have high touch
Yeah,
skills, it's simply a magnifier of that. You apply
yes,
those
yeah. Oh,
high
it's
touch to
best of
high
both
tech,
worlds, really. Yeah.
bang,
Yep. Yep. 100%.
you become a global leader. Wink, wink.
Yeah. And I think it's important to um, hold on to those traditional ways of business as well,
Yeah,
because I feel like that is potentially getting lost a little bit in the younger fellas.
yeah,
So yeah, I think the traditional ways are still important, and know like sort of learning how to conversate and uh, essentially close people on an offer.
yeah,
I think sales is just a massive skill. So it's all well and good understanding when opportunities are being presented to you and taking action on that, but learning how to sell that opportunity, the offer that you have is important as well.
yeah. Because a lead magnet can close the deal, but if you want to go $1,000 plus, there's a conversation involved.
Oh,
That's
100%. Yeah.
the
Yeah. Has to be. Yeah.
for the younger generation, we're talking about the wonders of what we've got access to and seeing these guys pop up. At the same time, it's so important to know that we need to learn from those high touch skills. And I love connecting with people that are pre-internet and seeing their ability to connect. It's wonderful to see. It's inspiring. It's like just being able to hold a conversation and the eye contact people can bring and layers to that it's inspiring so to really give props to yeah baby boomers Gen X like we grew up with texting as our main form of communication and I've literally felt and seen that as like a gap in my being. It's been really interesting
Yeah.
noticing that at times. I've gotten better, of course, but I've seen like by hanging out with these golden oldies, you can see the level of connectiveness they have in one moment in a conversation. It's like, whoa, we've got to learn how to bring to have that. It's important.
Yeah. I think it's really important. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are some things people are doing that are just like, how the hell are you doing that? When it comes to yeah, some young legends rocking out in the space. What have you seen?
Um, that's a really good question. So I think just when TikTok, you had like TikTok and what was that other one? There was the other one that came out. Two new social medias that launched, and basically Facebook's always had like meta ads on Instagram and Facebook. Well, TikTok took a little bit to
Mm.
bring in its ads game,
Yeah.
and I saw right away the amount of people that took advantage of TikTok in creating content for selling things.
Mm.
And getting on like events. So I saw one today actually, just with Mother's Day coming up. All these Mother's Day little lanterns with 4 photos that are on the sides, and when you turn the lantern on, the photos light up. Really cool product, but that was being sold through Instagram. So this is a young kid in Pakenham. He's taken photos and videos, obviously drop shipping, or I'm not sure how he's managing it, but he's bought
Even get
one. He's
AI to
taken
make it
videos,
crazy.
photos, and yeah, he's just blown up a TikTok and Instagram account with it. And there's just a little caption and a paragraph, and you hit the link, and it takes you straight to his Shopify store where you can buy these Mother's Day lanterns. And I'm seeing lots of little pop up like event stores. So
Mm.
for Father's Day, there'll be something for Father's Day, and then
Mm.
Christmas and Easter and all these other events throughout the year.
No,
Um,
e-commerce is huge.
yeah,
Putting
yeah. So
together a
e-commerce,
store, doing it
yeah,
right. Like these guys, they did like Christmas trees in local, using local ads and
yeah,
just pumped it year after year. And then even just doing it to global with plastic Christmas trees and selling it all around the world, getting it all shipped from China, making,
yeah.
getting it for
Yeah, there
under
was these
$10.
guys last year that they actually went around setting people's Christmas trees up. So they had a little number you could call, and they'd actually come out to your house and set it up for you and do all your Christmas lights and everything like that. Just yeah, really clever. I think they
Yeah.
were only 14 and 16 or something
Oh,
going
wow.
around
That's aw-
southeast. So yeah,
that's awesome.
legends.
It's so inspiring and it also is kind of it's also excuse busting, which I love. There's so many people who say they can't fucking do it.
Yeah.
With
No,
excuses.
they just get out there. They get out there and get it
Live
done.
and
And
breathe on doubt.
they've actually booked in. They had a few people on the Facebook notice board asking about, oh, are these guys still doing it? Are they coming around next year? And they replied, and they've already got people lined up for this coming Christmas.
Love it.
So yeah, that's something that
If a
can really just
14 and
evolve year
16
on
year
year.
old can make it happen, like what's your
Yeah,
excuse? What is
yeah,
the excuse? There's a way. And it's our duty to find it. And so that's awesome. E-commerce has been a fantastic thing. Local business service is huge. Like you're a stunning example of that, mate. Making
yeah,
six
yeah. So
figures.
property
Done.
maintenance, window washing, dog
Yeah,
grooming, dog walking, pet sitting is a massive one.
huge,
Yeah, yeah,
huge. And not enough people are tapping into it. Not enough people are having fun, having a go. It's disappointing. And so what what do you notice is something that is a really big industry right now that anyone could come in and have a go at? What do you think?
so yeah, definitely service based business.
Mm.
Um, so anything that at the moment with inflation, people are picking up second jobs. You got mortgage rates going up, so people are very time poor at the moment, and they will pay for time.
Mm.
So even if that's walking their dog, that's 20 minutes a day. They don't have to walk the dog. Or gardening services is massive. Cleaning, house cleaners
Mm.
is massive. They don't have to spend an hour a day cleaning the house up or whatever.
Mm.
So any way you can save people time at the moment with just everyday, I call it like grievances or everyday chores,
Mm.
um, is definitely a big one at the moment that
So
people
good
will
for
pay for.
young people too, because they can just
And
immediately
easy to get
apply
into.
themselves.
You know, you don't need big capital to go and get $100 worth of cleaning equipment
No.
and watch some videos on how to best clean a shower screen, for instance.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need.
Try it at home and then go have a go in the market.
That's it. That's it. You know, sell, refine is something I tell myself.
Mm,
You know, you don't have
nice.
to be perfect straight out the gate. And it every client, you know, every new customer, every job you finish, it's just going to further validate that service in your own head as well. So at the moment you go, I could do that, but I'm not sure how it's going to pan out. Go do it.
Yeah.
Go see how it pans out, you know?
Oh, time and time again, I've learned say yes before knowing how. And I remember when I heard
Yes.
that at 17, it completely changed how I behaved because we think we need all our ducks in line to go after something when we truly don't. We can just say, hey, I want to have a go at that. I have no idea how it's going to happen, but I'm going to have a go. For example, I'm over here in Japan right now. I'm 26 years old. I was 25 when I thought of making this decision. I said, look, I'm going to go to Japan. And I'm going to own multiple homes because there's a ridiculous opportunity here right now. I'm not getting into it today,
Yep.
but check it out. And so I just told myself I'm going to do it. But the idea of, okay, can I be a person who owns multiple properties in Japan? Can I do that at my age with where I'm at? I don't know. But I'm going to have a bloody go. And I'm here. And there's been some challenges, but
And
then we're
that's
finding
all
our
you can do,
way.
isn't it? You know,
We're shifting the
you
group. We have a
you
go.
go, you set the goal and you go after it.
Damn right.
Yeah, 100%. And just touching on that last question as well, because so many people I see are starting up those service-based businesses. If you're not someone that necessarily wants to be on the ground, cleaning, gardening, if you're someone that's maybe not able to do those things,
Mm,
there's all these people that are doing those things. So you can find a way to serve them. You know, so with all the
well said.
technology and AI coming out and everything at the moment, everything blowing up. Automation, AI, website, SaaS, SEO, getting people's digital assets like websites, ads, landing pages, getting all that stuff together for them is really beneficial for the service based business in bringing in new traffic and giving them that digital presence, which is so important in today's world because
Yeah.
everyone's Googling, you know, they need a gardener, they jump on Google, gardener in my area. If you're not listed, you're not going to come up, you're not going to get the work.
No.
So that's also a big one for people that don't necessarily want to jump on the tools.
Yeah.
Um,
And I'm one of those people. Like I'm I had some health stuff come up, so I can't do high physical work. I like high, what is it? High stress physical work. It's intense. And so we had to find a different way to go about it. And just alone on the digital assets creation side of things, we've made $230,000 in the last 12 months. Like fucking,
yeah,
it's possible. It's a
yeah,
fantastic industry
it's
to be in.
there. Yeah,
And so for the young kid that's out there right now, I'll tell you this. If you've got something that you've maybe thought, oh, I could have a go at that, I could try that. You've got so much time on your hands. And I underestimated that. You actually don't need to spend 7 hours a day on an Xbox or watching YouTube. You don't actually need to
mate.
do
If you can
that.
spend 7 hours a day on an Xbox, you can spend 7 hours a day on building a sustainable future for yourself. So
Yeah, well said.
yeah,
And so just try something. Try this. That idea that you might said to yourself, maybe I could have a go at that. Go give it a go. Do it for free for somebody until they ask to pay you.
yeah, pro
Deliver
bono.
so much,
Yeah, you know, you can say,
deliver
hey,
so much value,
I'm
they
trialing
ask to
this.
pay
I'd like
you.
to offer you a free service, and guess what? Chances are that you pick up that freebie, and word of mouth. You know, they'll refer you to a friend, or they'll value what value comes around. You know, what you
Mm.
do for others, they generally try to help you back with. So
And what is
For
that?
me,
What
one
is
of
that?
my first clients actually, I needed when I first started my lawn mowing business. Started out lawn mowing, and then I acquired more tools and built it up into a fully fledged property maintenance business. But with the lawn mowing, one of my first clients, I was doing, I did for nothing. So what I did was I went around door knocking, and I said, hey, this is who I am. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm offering 3 free services. So I do their lawn 3 times for free. And if they were happy, then they'd keep me on and pay. If they weren't happy, then no worries. It's a no obligation. And one of my first clients that I landed with the 3 free mows, at the end of it, she was actually so happy with everything that she actually helped fund my first lawnmower.
Really?
And I didn't ask her
Really?
either. I didn't say
Oh,
anything. She just said, "Hey, mate, I'm so inspired by what you've done. I can't you can't I need to give you something for this." And so I said, well, I need a new lawnmower, and
oh,
yeah, she helped fund that. So,
that's
and then
epic.
I kept her on for 6 years.
Oh, that's epic. That's epic. And what is that? Let's break down what that is. It's part of something that's really, really powerful, which is Cialdini's 6 principles of influence. If you haven't read any of Robert Cialdini's, and apologies, Dr. Robert Cialdini's books, you must. And he's particularly about the laws of influence, or I'm pretty sure the book is just called Influence. It is absolutely huge. So what Riley was just explaining just there is when you give something to somebody, people feel obligated to return favors. So give value first, and others are more likely to help you. And so it's the law of reciprocity. That's what that's
Mm.
tapping into. And so by giving, you're so much more likely to receive. But people think it's the other way around. They've got to get something first before they give. And so if most of the world feels that way, you just tap into the law of reciprocity. Well, if they feel like they need to get something before they'll give something, I've got a lot to give.
Yep.
By being the giver, you're setting yourself up to be the receiver. Very, very
That's
important.
so
So
powerful. Yeah. Yeah.
tap into the law of reciprocity. And I'll go over the other 3 just quickly. I got them up here. We've got commitment and consistency. Once people commit to something, they're more likely to follow through. Start with small agreements. And so for Riley, just unpacking that as well. Hey, commit for me to give me a go at having one free go at your lawn. And by
Well,
having that
3. Yeah.
commitment,
3 for free. Yeah.
yeah, that was big. For
Yeah.
everyone doing it as your business coach, only do one. Riley was over giving there. Riley was being too good. And so start with small agreements. Hey, I'll do it once off. If you like it, love it. Maybe we can have a conversation about continuing this today. So start with a small commitment and the consistency can come. That's a
Yep.
big one. That's a big one. So Riley and I have just developed this cool product that we're bringing out. It's for $1. $1 only. So small. Our goal is to get hundreds of thousands of people to connect with it. It's a small ask. And then the beauty of upsell, downsell, we'll offer them something after that $1. And a percentage of them, let's say world class, 30% of people say yes to the next offer. It's millions of dollars. And all it takes is $1 to start. All it takes is that small commitment. So stay tuned for that. We'll let you know how it goes and we'll help you to make it happen. Next, social proof.
No, it's
People look
exciting.
to others. Yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah.
People look to others' actions to determine their own. So testimonials, reviews, and showing popularity really works. So tell me about there's people in particularly in the gardening industry, in the property service industry, that utilize that social proof. They go, hey, I'm just with Jenny next door. I was wondering if you wanted us to come through and
Oh,
give you a hand
100%.
too.
Massive.
Unpack that.
Yeah.
Unpack that strategy for us, mate.
Massive. it's the neighbor. I think it's about trust in the community.
Yeah.
So think about it. You've lived with next to your neighbor for however many years, and um, I think it's the validation from someone they trust. So say, yeah, I go to Jenny's place, and then Trav lives next door, and Jenny's super happy. Trav's seen the transformation on her property. His is looking a bit shabby because he's been busy, hasn't been out there. He'll go over to Jenny and say, "Hey, oh my gosh, the property, what's going on?" And then she goes, "Oh well, this new guy, bang, instant referral from someone he trusts, lives right next to him. It's basically the hottest lead you could get when it comes to trust and validation. And then he's also seen the property before you've done the service as well. So he's got the before and after. He's got the happy review and referral. He's 100% more likely to call
He's
you
in a
than someone
prime
else.
position, such a
Yeah,
prime position. And then you can just build upon that, go on door to door and say, hey,
yeah.
I was
So
just
what
at
I
Jenny's
did was
house.
to try and get that tight knit run. I'd try and get neighbours in the same street. So I'd have like the whole court that I'd do, and I'd just be all day doing like 10 properties in the whole court.
Yeah,
And what
great.
I do is I can say, hey, another gardener would come out here, charge you 120 bucks, but because I'm here for the day in your street doing all your neighbors, I'm only going to charge you 80. And so
Yeah.
instead of charging them all 120, I charge them all 80, and I'm still making bank, and I don't have to travel in between. So I got cheaper costs to me, cheaper costs to the client. And
And
they're
when you
all
collect
neighbors running
courts,
under the same business.
you collect 5 courts.
Well, I had,
Consider that. No, if
I
you
would have
collect
had
5 courts, that's eight
oh,
hundred
yeah,
dollars. If a one court's 10 properties, it's $800 a day.
yeah, exactly. So I'd aim for around 800 a day. At one point there, me and another business partner of mine, we were servicing 170 properties a fortnight. So it got up there. But yeah, it's all about route density,
Mm.
communities, staying within a community. So I'd jump on their community Facebook notice board. So a lot of that suburb, the population's in that notice board. I'd be posting up on that notice board, getting people within that suburb. They would be commenting on it and saying, highly recommend, he does my place, whatever. And you just slowly start dominating suburb after suburb.
Damn right.
And retargeting ads to hit that suburb. I mean, I got my first 60 clients completely organic without having to pay any ads.
Mm.
And that was just all through word of mouth and keeping my area tight knit.
Yeah, it's huge. It's
Yeah.
absolutely huge. And what a lot of young people underestimate is their ability to go and do that right now. Any 16-year-old could go do something like that right now, even at a percentage,
Yep.
even 20%, 30%, 50% of what you just mentioned. It's possible. And I also want to stack on the gift that that provides because your ability to go learn how to make deals, how to set up different services, how to deliver and serve other people and make sure you do a good job. And then the rewards you get from that. Like I was talking to this guy, he's in his 20s. He's set up his lawn mowing business. He rocked out for a year and it gave him the capital to be able to go spend 2 months exploring Europe. At 20
Yeah,
years
that's
old
awesome.
to
Yeah.
create that for himself. And he
Yeah.
wasn't on from a trust fund. He didn't just get it from daddy. He, he got it from
He
working his
built it for
ass off.
himself. Yeah. He got out
And
there and
that's
he put himself out
inspiring.
there.
And he
Yeah.
worked so hard to make it happen. And what a gift to give himself. And so the rewards that come from it, the access that comes from it, you might want to go spend it all and enjoy it like he did. You might be a killer and you might be like, I'm investing it straight into the next business. Let's go.
More tools.
Yeah. Now, what's that? I'm going
Yeah.
to go buy a $64 shed in Japan and then make it the best. Have 500 square meters of property to build my own home. $64 down. Thank you very much. There's so much that's possible. You don't know from taking these actions, heading this direction, the next business that it could create for you. And like I've just recently learnt this strategy, and this is for another day, where you can get businesses for $0 down and
Yes.
helping people that are ready to retire you take a percentage of the business and you pay them out over a couple of years so they can
Yep.
retire and you run it for them. And once they're paid out, they're done. The business is 100% yours.
Yep. And for people, even for people trying to get into the mowing game, there's always guys selling runs of clients as well. A friend of mine, he bought a $40,000 business that came with 82 or 83 clients in his service areas. And he actually, what he did was he explained, well, I don't have $40,000 in my back pocket, but I can do these jobs for you every fortnight and give a percentage of that profit back to paying that down. And within 12 months, he had it paid off and he
Yeah.
was getting a return on his investment.
Oh, right.
Um,
Just give
and,
the
and it
dividends.
kept, yeah, I mean, I think he kept on. I think there was about 60, there's 60 something that stayed. So he only lost around 15 clients just to natural conversion and
Of
everything.
course.
But
Of course.
it was still a good buy for him, and it still brought in more money than he was making, and
And there's
it was
more clients
relatively
out there
easy.
too. There's more clients that
Yeah.
you can grow with
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
definitely, definitely.
I'm sure he
But you
did.
know, if you don't want to be that person that has to do the day to day hustle of building up from scratch, there's always people selling leads, always people
Yeah.
selling out of their business, always
Yeah.
people with work that they can't get around to, especially in service based businesses. Even if you start off as a subcontractor in that field, gain some experience, get your name out there, and then start building off of that. That's another really good pathway as well.
Yeah. It just brought something to my mind. If there's a 16-year-old out there that's like, I want to get out there, I want to start doing things. Just made me think, like, I remember there's like a badass move where like when you get a job somewhere, you say to the boss, and they say, what do you want to do one day? Where do you want to grow in the company? And you say, I want your job. Could do that at 16 years old. Going up to a person and say, look, I'll work with you till I'm 18, and at 18, I want to buy this business from you and take it over. To a 50, 60-year-old guy who's doing it, been working their ass off, that is genuinely something you could set up for yourself. Genuinely.
Yeah,
I know a lot of blokes who've been in the service-based industry for 20 freaking years, and they're tired. They don't have
yep,
anyone to pass the mantle to.
yep,
That can be you.
100%. Provide value, be a good worker to them, show them that you're gonna take care of what they've built, and yeah, no worries. I mean, almost had a position to take over a removalist company, and
Mm.
yeah, there's all sorts of services out there. That yeah, definitely.
That can, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ken,
yeah, good
yeah,
man.
Kenny
He
boy,
always
yeah,
sends
yeah.
me freaking reels all the time. Good man.
Oh yeah, he's good. Yeah, but no, I think he's sold up now, but
I think
yeah, there's
no, I think some unfortunate things happened there actually. No, he got his truck stolen. It's terrible.
I thought he sold his truck. Well, that's another day. Um,
But no, it
yeah,
shows no matter where you are, things can be, there's extraordinary opportunities and risk potentially as well. So,
yeah, it's always risks, but I think the risk of not taking action far exceeds
oh,
the risks that come from it.
so true. So true. Because as you said, you don't want to wake up at 40 years old and go, why did I just spend the last 20 years doing what I was doing? Ideally want to be in
Yeah,
a space where it's like I spent the last 20 years getting to the point where I have freedom of projects. I was thinking about that today. The freedom to work on different things you really love and enjoy, not because you have to make money, because it's like, hey, I'd love to go and do this. This is really, really cool.
Yeah,
That is
passion.
a gift.
Yeah,
What a gift. What a gift to give
yeah,
yourself. So the
yeah.
quicker you can get there, the faster you can get to that level of freedom of exploring, trying new things, the world too. I can tell you as a man who at 23 years old created a life outside of Australia where I was born in another country. It was so inspiring to know that's possible. And now I went to from Bali to Barcelona to now Japan. I know a lot of the people I went to school with, they're still hanging down from in Frankston. And yes, I am from Frankston. If you didn't know that, don't judge me. I live on the south side, not the north side. But my point is there's no, they're living the same life, doing the same thing. And there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. I don't want to say that, but it's like I just know from having so many different experiences how I believe, not only
You're
believe,
leaving a
how I,
lot left on the table.
yeah, how I
Yeah.
know I can live my life, what I have access to. I can go back to Frankston if I want it. There's some nice
Mm.
apartments up on Oliver's Hill. It's great. But I don't, but I want to be able to explore. I want to be able to see so many different parts of the world. And it's built upon trying different things, going in a different direction. When all the brown horses are running in one direction, be the unicorn and run the other bloody way. That's what my mentor said to me, and that has really stuck through. Because you run with the brown horses, you eat what the brown horses eat, you hang where the brown horses hang. You want
Yep.
to be a bloody
Yep.
unicorn, you've got to go the other direction. Yeah, this I'm not going to go deeper into that. I noticed no, no, Harry. Late at night, can't go on a tangent there. So how do we wrap this up, brother? How do we bring this all together?
Uh, yeah.
I'm putting this on you. Come on, tie it with a
Um,
ribbon, brother. Tie it with a ribbon.
yeah. Well, yeah. I think that yeah, tonight's conversation's been beneficial for the people listening. For the young people out there, especially that are maybe on the fence about starting things up, or maybe the older person that's in that job that they're stuck in and not wanting to not seeing themselves happy in. Um, I hope that yeah, it's been beneficial and that you've taken some key things away and that you take the risk. You jump in the deep end
Mhm.
and yeah,
And,
uh,
and
hopefully you have some
age,
success with it.
age is not something that determines what you can do, your
No,
capacity in business and with success. Because if a 16-year-old can do it, a 60-year-old can do it. There's so many examples of people at different stages of life where they've created incredible things. And I wonder what's that incredible thing that you're going to create? And it all starts with having a go. And so I trust tonight's inspired that. Thank you for rocking out with me, Riley. It, in the
all good.
in the descriptions, there'll be a bunch of stuff that can link you to Riley's business Proactive Systems and checking him out as well. And if you'd also like to maybe book a call with myself and check out what the Global Influence provides, the brand that I've built, feel free as well. You can check that out in the comments section. And we'll see
And
you.
stay tuned for our upcoming offer. It's a
Yeah,
spicy one.
yeah, yeah, buddy. Give us $1. See you guys.